Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Love Mondays. That's right. You know, if it's Monday, we're talking about all things love. And we've been going through a series, from beginning last year in 2020. And what we are doing is going through what we call the Love Dare and the Love Dare Challenge. So we talk about different things about love and the values about love and what it will take for us to conform to love. And at the end, I typically give a dare and ask you to go and see, to go and do it within your relationship. And hopefully you get to see a change within your relationship. Now, as a counselor, I get to see many couples on a weekly basis. And, I get to hear all sorts of issues. But one of the things I've noticed that's quite recurring is the fact that whenever you get into the space, the couples that I sit with are always quick when you ask them, what is the problem? The first thing it says, she doesn't, he doesn't, she doesn't, he doesn't, and says, oh, he doesn't do this for me. Oh, he doesn't. It's because he has a communication issue. Oh, she doesn't give me sex. I mean, we get to hear this quite often. And each individual is always quick to point out their partner's problems, their partner's issues. And guys, we are all like that. The truth is, we are quick to see the speck in the other person's eye and, miss that whole huge plank in our own eye. In fact, if you asked an individual about any situation, they'll be quick to say, wouldn't anyone else have reacted like I did? That was just like the most egregious thing that person could ever do. Guys, I know you're laughing and I know you're connecting with this because that's how we are all wired. The truth is, love takes responsibility. And that is what we're going to talk about today. Now, in our world today, it is increasingly becoming a world where we are quick to shift blame. Not many people are taking responsibility for the things that we do. We see it in politics, we see it in business, we see it in the celebrity, celebrities and Hollywood, all over the place. And even now, we have just seen it in a presidency, where, they could not take responsibility for their actions, but always blame someone else. And guys, this is becoming a culture that we have in today's day and age. And this is actually filtering into our relationships. But today, I'm here to tell you that love takes responsibility. Now listen to this thing. A gentleman by the name of Paul, in a book called Romans, this is what he says. He says, you, therefore, have no excuse, you who pass judgment on someone else. For whatever point you judge another, you are condemning yourself, because you who pass judgment do the same things. Ouch. I just had to laugh on that. It's interesting when I read this and I think about my own marriage. Let me tell you, I am the number one corrector of my wife because I am perfect, guys. I am perfect. Look at me. I'm perfect. Yeah. I've got it all, figured out. And I need to let my wife know that was wrong. You could have done this better. You could have done this better. This should have been this way. This should have been that way. But when I think about it, the very same things that she does, or the very same things that I tend to correct her in, I do the very same things. Let me talk about her on something. And she'll probably kill me the day she sees this video. But my wife is the number one grammar Nazi. And I'm the kind of person who, when I do not have anything else to say, I fill in that whatever it is that I wanted to say by saying nani or nini or ninihio or thingy majigi. I tend to use all these words. And she always gets on my case about it until the moment she actually says it and I have to correct her. Guys, that's like the most fulfilling time. No, but don't do that. that's bad. What I'm doing and what I'm telling you is bad. But the point is, we have a tendency to see the speck in somebody's eye and forget that we have a huge plank in our eyes. This is how we're wired. This is our nature. But what is love? Love is not about thinking about your selfish needs. Love is about you considering your partner's needs above your own. We've been talking about this in this series. If you haven't watched, and this is your first episode, go back and check out Love Mondays in our YouTube page. Love considers our partner above ourselves. When love takes responsibility, it is not simply to prove how noble you are, but it is to admit how much work you have to still put in. Because the truth is, we are all works in progress. I've been married now, this coming March will be 19 years. 19 years! I still have not figured it out. And every single day I learn something new. I have taught myself to begin to look within and ask myself, what part did I play in causing this conflict? What part did I play in not ensuring the success of my relationship? What part did I play to make my wife feel the way that she felt? Because I could have said the truth. It could just have been that how I said it did not speak to her in a way that she would receive it. So it's important for me to be able to take responsibility, because I could be saying the truth, but because I'm saying it in a way that it's not being received on the other side, it is not hard at all. So for me, one of the things that I am learning to do is to take responsibility and ask myself, what is it about me? What is it about the way I did this? What is it about how I said it that I could do better in order to be able to relay love to my partner? So today's dare in this Love Dare Challenge is, first of all, if you've watched this alone, pass this on to your partner. Tell them to listen to it. Have a conversation about it. And then now begin to introspect. What are the things that I have been doing that are wrong and that have been causing the conflict or causing, failure within our relationship? And then begin to take responsibility for it. If you're a spiritual person, ask your God for forgiveness. And if you're married, ask your partner for forgiveness. All right? But even if you're not married, even if you're not in a relationship, even if you're single, this actually pertains to you too. Because if you've ever been in a relationship, there are moments where you experience this. And it's important for you to be the one before you meet the one. So begin working on yourself by introspecting and learning what are the things that I do that I see the speck in the other person's eye and miss out the plank in my eye. Let's work on removing the plank. Let's esteem our partners above ourselves as we take responsibility for our actions, for the things that we say and what we do. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Love Mondays. This is Emmanuel G, and I'm out.